Yo, 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 it's your boy 1Deep215 back with another video. Woo, it's a gloomy day. Very gloomy indeed. I don't think I saw the sun the last couple days, if I'm being honest, but, it's okay. We still gonna get at it and do what we gotta do. Today, I wanted to lay it on pretty thick with some things I've been thinking about for the past, week or two. We live in a crazy time. I think that goes without saying. We live in a time of heartache. We live in a time of evil. We live in a time of dog-eat-dog world, whether it's backstabbing, using, conniving, snaking. We live in a time of difficulty just to even interact, to do some of life's most minuscule tasks can be very difficult. Things that was once easy, it seemed harder and harder. And what I'm starting to see is a lot of people that was once kind-hearted, caring, compassionate, real, well thought out people are not anymore. They turned a leaf into something that's so not them. It's troubling. It's very troubling. I'm sure y'all see it too. Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody carries themselves in an arrogant, brash way. Don't mind y'all, I say everybody, but there's still some, it's a small percentage, but it's still some good people out here. But again, I'm speaking to the majority. And the reason for that, for the total 180 with the way people are carrying it, I believe is the times. Because everybody else carry it that way. Not saying they follow the leader. Because y'all know on this channel, I don't even condone, I don't subscribe, I don't even think in that realm. We are individuals and we all carry it how we carry it. But I don't believe it's on the follow the leader scale. It's more on the this is how I need to survive scale. Shit, everybody else carry it like this. I'm not trying to be like them, but I gotta protect my sanity and my emotions and that's what I think. That's what I'm seeing. People that was once caring, loving people are cold-hearted. They cold-hearted, men and women alike. Because how do I get by? How do I survive in my daily life if I don't walk around with a chip on my shoulder? If I'm not cold-hearted? And I think it's a problem. It's a problem because I'm not knocking it, because some in certain aspects it is true. And I'm not looking for people to go out here and get stepped on and walked over and used and treated a certain way. Shit, I did a video myself on men in relationships, good guys finishing last, which is true. But I wasn't necessarily telling good guys to become bad guys. I was saying mind over matter. You know, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. If you feel as though you're a certain type of guy, not getting sidetracked off of this topic, But speaking on that topic, as far as good guys finishing last, if you know you carry it a certain way, you can't be with a certain type of person. You need to find somebody that's caring like you. Because you're losing, bruh. You're losing. And like I said, I'm not going to get sidetracked on that because this is a whole nother video with a whole different outlook. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm the guy that made that video. That said, good guys is finishing last. Y'all need to do something about it. You know, that good guy stuff only lasts for so long. You being humiliated, you being used, y'all guys are simps, whatever the case may be. And some of it was said tongue-in-cheek, but is 100% fact. I had women tell me that was fact. After the video, like, you ain't lying. Wasn't like it was one gender saying, no, good guys, we like good guys. And overall, in the grand scheme of things, women do want a good man, obviously. But they just don't like pushovers. And the facts is the facts. You know, they'll use a pushover because they benefiting from it. But like I said, that's no need. I'm getting too deep into that, y'all, and this is a whole nother aspect. But like I said, I think it's a problem as far as it's too much of it. It's overwhelming. Where everybody you run into on a regular basis got a chip on their shoulder. Everybody you run into on a regular basis has a mean mug on. Everybody that you run into on a regular basis is angry and upset about something. And don't get me wrong, it could be just daily life. Because life is hard as it is. I think we all can agree to that. But the message in this video is, don't let nobody take you off your square. Don't let the ways of the world turn you into a monster. Because at the end of the day, it's always good to be yourself. I 100% believe in that fact. And it is a fact. It's always better being yourself. If you feel as though you gotta walk around like the Grim Reaper all day, and you got to change your circle, it's hard to change your zip code. We get into that, but you got to change something around because I'm telling you, it's not becoming, and most importantly, it's not you. Me, myself, I don't want to walk around all day angry and upset. I'm a laid back, reserved type of person, but I carry it that way all the time. But I'm a people person. Even though I'm an introvert and I'm very subtle, I like people as a whole, the good ones anyway. So I'm not walking around and I don't know this man from a can of paint or this woman from a can of paint, and I'm giving them this bad energy for something that I'm going through. Or I got to do this, I got to seem hard and mad because that's the way of the world. It shouldn't have to be that way. There is some good, nice people still out here. But carrying it in a manner, to all my ladies and to all my fellas, carrying it in a manner just because it's the way of the world ain't it either. If you know deep down inside who you are, carry it as such. Someone's demeanor says a lot about them. Someone's demeanor says a whole lot about them, whether you know the person or not. Damn, why this person always, every time I see her is a problem. Every time Bull walk up, the energy just switch. He always on some. And it ain't, like I said, it's not a good look, it's not becoming. I'm all about being yourself at all times. Now, is it going to be good days and bad days? That's just being human. I'm having a bad day, I seem a little mopey, a little grumpy, whatever the case may be. That's the human element of life. I'm not talking about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody walks around, at least I know it's where I live, and I know it ain't just here. It's a global thing. Everybody walks around either like they shit don't stink, no personality, no humility, no nothing, because that's the way. That's the way. There's nothing wrong with being reserved, because I'm reserved. There's nothing wrong with being laid back. There's nothing wrong with being somewhat quiet, somewhat to yourself. That's not what we talk about. I ain't saying walk around chipper, hello. That's asking for a bit too much. I can even agree to that. But my thing is, why everybody is so husky? Why everybody walking around so husky? For what? What is it for? When you know now, there's people out here that really is like that. Those people I can't help. This is who you are. This is what you is. As long as you stay far the fuck away from me, I'm cool. Then there's people out here that think that is the way to carry yourself. And do you have to somewhat be on 10 toes down, on your square all time, head on the swivel? Yes, that's just living and manifesting through this crazy ass life, especially when you live in a city like where I'm at. So you have to be on. Can't be nice to everybody. You can't trust everybody. These are all things that we all as adults know. I'm not saying put your trust in everybody and walk around and approach everyone with the. I'm talking about on the surface of having this angry mentality against the world with every little detail of your life, the way you carry it. You just always, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure y'all got people in y'all circle that's like that. Or maybe they're not in your circle. They could be a perfect stranger. Somebody in your neighborhood that you always see and they always got whatever the case may be. This message is more about being real within yourself. Because the people that believe that you should walk around upset and angry all day, there's nothing wrong with it. If they believe that, they the same people that believe in Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, whatever the case may be. Because it's fiction. Who wants to walk around with that pent up bullshit on them all the time, at all times? Now, some people that get in certain circles where they can relax or whatever, but that means you just got the wrong type of people around you. Or I can only be myself when I'm around this person. That's not no way to be either. You need to leave those people that get you, that put you in that realm, that takes you to that demonized space. You got to leave them alone. I have to be this way when I'm around such and such. That's just how it is. That's not healthy either, right? If we being real. So I'm pretty much putting this video out there to pretty much say, what's wrong with being yourself? What's wrong with having some wherewithal with who you are? Who you are. What's your limitations? What's the things you don't do? What's the things you do? What's the things you don't condone? What activity you don't like around you? What type of people you don't? Whatever. Because it gives you more solace. It gives you more of a mental and a more of a just clear head. Instead of, I gotta have my guard up with every little intricate detail. And like I said, always protect yourself. We living in some crazy way. I'm not saying walk around trusting everybody and seeing the good in everybody and what have you. That's not what this is. That's a fool mentality. This is something way, 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 way beyond and way different. I just get tired of seeing people do a total 180 from what they once was to what they are now. And it ain't a coincidence, and it ain't they manifested their brain into this different person all of a sudden. It's the way of the world, is what's accepted. Everybody need to walk around with an attitude. Everybody need to act immature. Everybody need to act like they shit don't stink. Everybody need to be materialistic and superficial. Everybody got to put the almighty dollar on this crazy ass platform, and that's how they rocking out. And we all love money. Yours truly included. But it's overblown and it's overhyped. with some of this aspect of this is all it's about. If you're not talking that, we don't have nothing to discuss. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. This is what people on. I'm talking to the fellas and the ladies. There's no one gender that's like this more. Everybody on some shit. And I didn't get the memo. Or maybe I'm too real. I think it's the latter. I don't think it was no memo. I'm just too real. I'm not being a certain way just because that's how everybody accept it. And that's the decent way to move. No, if I'm upset, you're going to know I'm upset. And I'm going to be upset for a reason. If I'm having a bad day, I'm going to keep it to myself, and it is what it is. But I'm still saluting and what's up, bro? You ain't got nothing to do with what I'm going through. I don't know. Sometimes common sense just ain't that common. I think that's what it is. Y'all tell me. I'm sure y'all let me know in the comments below. Let me know if y'all feeling this one. If this subject hits home with y'all as well. Because I've been thinking about it for a couple weeks, and it's like everybody is moving alike. And obviously it ain't everybody. But it is the majority, if we being real. Let me know. Hit this video with a like, a thumbs up, like, a subscription maybe, and a comment. I love the comments. Keep them coming. We could go back and forth and have a healthy conversation about whatever the case may be. Till next time, I'll see y'all on the next video. Holla.